Gymnasium, where the Westwood Wolverines will host the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. I'm Mike A, along with Ryan David. We're going to be doing our best not to bore everybody. If we do, turn your volume down, turn the music up. So welcome, Ryan. Not only are you going to be doing the filming, but you're also going to be commentating.
Yeah, thanks.
It's our athletic director, Matt Gillis.
The Westwood Wolverines. During tonight's game, we should be considering it respectful to the players, coaches, officials, and other fans for their good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. And now for our starting lineups. Starting off with Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. Number 1, Paul Roach.
Their dynamic point guard, number 1. It's senior guard Luke Sullivan. It's number 15, Caleb Ferreira, sophomore, 6'4". Another one of the captains, Brendan Campbell, 6'3" senior. And finally, the junior center, Matthew Carroll at 6'4". Matt Freeman, the head coach. Jack Turgeon getting the start. Dynamic sophomore point guard. Reed Wilson, a senior captain. One of 4 captains for the Wolverines. Owen Gaffney, a junior. Another one of the captains, the only junior captain. Thomas Herbert with the mask. Both Thomas Herbert and Nick Anderson, the final 3rd and 4th captains. Steve St. Martin coaching the Wolverines. So Ryan, the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks coming in at 6-5 in the Eastern Athletic Conference. The Wolverines 4-8 in the Tri-Valley League, looking for a much-needed win. I was talking to Coach Matt Freeman for the Shamrocks before the game, and he said these teams are as evenly matched as he's seen, and they were able to steal a win from Westwood at Feehan earlier this season. Just kind of pulled away with a couple of big baskets down the stretch, but certainly on Matt Freeman's side, he's expecting a great game and a little bit better from Westwood. And if you're the Steve St. Martin and the Wolverines, going to continue to build on a great win at Norton this last Friday.
Yeah, I think the last time we played Bishop Feehan, the score didn't really tell the whole game. They kind of ran it up at the end, but it was close throughout, and we hope for a close one tonight.
Jumping center for the Shamrocks is number 15, Caleb Ferreira. Again, a 6'4" sophomore. Westwood controls the tap. Jack Turgeon in the corner. And that's a tough call. I think the trail official didn't see it, took his eye off the ball and looked for help, and the other official wasn't watching the play. So early turnover to Westwood, a little unfortunate. Could have easily been a foul. Shamrocks pounding it down low. Nice block, double block by the Wolverines. Reed Wilson. 3-pointers on the way, and it is good. That was number 1, Paul Roche. Been a 5'11 junior, and Ryan, you called at the beginning of the game. You got to contain Roach.
Yeah, I would have to say he's probably the best player.
Herbert trying to take him down low, off the back. Nice interior defense by the Shamrocks. Three 0 early, Shamrocks. Bishop Feehan from Attleboro, Mass, making the trip up 95. There's Roach again for three. This one is controlled by Nick Anderson, in and out. Owen Gaffney. Look for Gaffney to penetrate. He's been having a lot of success in recent games, and just on cue, takes it in strong, gets the blocking foul. I think that's going to go on Roche. Oh, we take it back. That's on number 15. That's Caleb Ferreira. So Faria stepped in and drew the foul. Oh, nice cut, Nick Anderson. Oh, Nick Anderson misses the layup. That's closing defense there. Number 34 for the Shamrocks, Brendan Campbell, one of the captains, just interfered, and Nick Anderson unable to convert. The little back tip for Faria. Controls his own shot. Jack Turgeon. Oh, and he's going to get called for the foul. So Jack Turgeon making an attempt to try to go out high and steal the ball from Brendan Campbell. Came up empty and then came back in to try to help out and drew the foul. So we said that Westwood, in desperate need of a win, and that's going to be an offensive foul. It looked like Thomas Herter might have slid in there as he went off the ground, but great position, and I know that's one of the stats that Coach St. Martin cherishes, and that's offensive fouls drawn. So Westwood defensively settling in here again, 3-0, 5:44 to play in the first quarter. Reed Wilson, three on the way, and it is in and out. Owen Gaffney comes out of nowhere. To secure the ball, and it'll go over to the Shamrocks, but nice hustle play by Owen Gaffney. Westwood will stay in a zone defense, full court zone press. Or take it back, straight 100, full court man. Roche, Turgeon pestering him. Move the ball over to Derek Knobloch. And there's Roche from the corner. Second three-pointer is good. 6-0, Roche with all 6 of the Shamrocks points. That foul is going to be on number 11, Luke Sullivan. That's his first personal 2. On the Shamrocks. I take it back. Actually, 3 on the Shamrocks. I missed one. Turgeon goes and draws the 4th foul. That's number 34, Brendan Campbell. Nick Anderson, nice up fake, and he scores from the baseline. Nick Anderson's first basket for the Wolverines at 6-2, Shamrocks. An offensive foul called on number 44. That is Matthew Carroll. Again, early foul trouble for the the Shamrocks, excuse me. 5 fouls here early, where we've got 4:40 to play in the first quarter. Little dribble handoffs up top. Nick Anderson pulls up for another shot. Long rebound, nice box out by number 34 of the Shamrocks. That was Brendan Campbell. Somehow, number 34 Campbell saves it over to number 11 on the Shamrocks. That was Luke Sullivan. So nice hustle play by the Shamrocks. Good hustle play by both teams. Thomas Herbert ties it up, and it'll be a Westwood ball. So 3 substitutions. James McGowan at the point. James, the freshman, the only freshman on the team. Ooh, nice. Thought it might have been a travel, got away with it. Nice take by Roche, goes strong to the hoop, draws foul. That foul is on number 14 for the Wolverines. That is James McGowan. It's his first foul. It's Roche's 7th point, 7 for Roche, 2 for Westwood. And Paul Roche knocks down his second. So all 8 points for the Shamrocks for Paul Roche. Westwood struggling offensively early. Moving the ball pretty well, but just unable to convert on a couple of easy looks. And just like that, you're down 6. Oh, it's unbelievable save for Westwood. James Tavalone from the top of the key knocks it down. James Tavalone with his first basket, and it's 8-4. That was one heck of a play by Jonathan Ing. He lost the ball as he penetrated. Yeah, Favor Warabaku, hands were not up, and the ball went right by him, and scoring the basket is number 34. First basket for a player other than Roche. Nice up fake. And actually, a correction, that is and that was Warabaku's first, I believe. Favor Warabaku having a big game in Norton, from what I understand, on the offensive glass.
Yes, he helped a lot on the defensive end as well, getting some big charges, forcing us to win in overtime against Norton last Friday.
So I'm sure what many of the viewers at home want to know, so I've mentioned in previous telecasts that you're unable to play this year, unfortunately due to injury. I know it's a bummer, but had you been able to play, what do you think the Westwood Wolverines record would be?
Have to say undefeated. Maybe we might have lost to Bridgewater Raynham, but
other than that, it would have been a dominant performance. You would have taken the team to new heights.
I don't know if it was me. I think
Reed Wilson on cue knocks down the 3, and Westwood back into it, down 4, 11-7. And that's Teddy Bruschi Jr. And it's a turnover. Patrick Riley in the corner. Over to James McGowan. Gets back to Patrick Riley. Patrick Riley 3 is on the way, and it is good. Assist from the freshman to the sophomore, and it's a 1-point game. That's another turnover for the Shamrocks. quick substitution. I don't like to say the word turnover and then Teddy Bruschi in the same sentence because, again, it's, we're a couple weeks away from the Super Bowl here, and obviously Teddy Bruschi Sr., the father of Teddy Bruschi Jr., was a Patriot, and no turnovers for the Patriots. That's going to be a nice defensive play by Campbell. Brendan Campbell deflected the ball off of Jonathan Ing's knee. So Teddy Bruschi Jr. Played AAU basketball for Mass Premier, and my son Brian played on one of his teams. Great kid, great family, and good to see him doing well here at Feehan. And my family, long line of Bishop Feehan players in my family. My dad was nice step by Patrick Riley, and that's going to be a foul. My dad played for Bishop Feehan back in the 60s. That foul was on number 5, Benjamin Pinchette. It's his first. Westwood will be in the bonus for the full second quarter. Nice ball movement. McGowan penetrated Reed Wilson for 3, and it is good. Westwood back up, and actually I should say the first lead of the game, 13-11. Turnover. Nice idea by Reed Wilson. Patrick Riley was just trailing the play. That's a play. You look over at Steve St. Martin. He's not upset with that. Nice idea. Just a little late on the pass. Reed Wilson with 6 points leads all Westwood scorers. Three-pointer on the way from the corner, and that is good. And just like that, the Shamrocks, with a late 3, take a 1-point lead, 14-13. Right off the bench was number 13 for the Shamrocks. That was Kevin DeChristopher. So come off the bench, find the ball in the corner, and knock down a 3. So again, just like Matt Freeman, the coach of Bishop Feehan, told me before the game, these teams are pretty evenly matched. You take out Roche, who led all scorers with 9 points, and again, Westwood having their way. Westwood missed a couple of bunnies, so look for that to get cleaned up. So what's your take? What's your take on the first quarter, Ryan?
Kind of describes the whole season for both teams. Both teams fighting to get to the top. Kind of been a rough start for both teams. Feehan and Westwood obviously better than the record show. 13 and 14 points in our first quarter. It's just average. Hopefully we expect an explosive second quarter.
I agree. Again, had you been cleared medically to play, I mean, Westwood's probably looking at what, 30, 35 points in the first quarter?
No comment.
Something like that. So Ryan David, a senior, part of the program in a very meaningful way, doing your senior independent project. So overall, one of the managers of the team, doing all the video, all the camera work, working with Coach Leibrock to upload that to Crossover.
Yes. Great way to stay a part of the team and contribute.
McGowan picks up the dribble, gets it over to Reed Wilson. Nice up fake. Gets it into Herbert. Herbert, nice. Ooh, I thought he got contact there. Roche trying to penetrate. Ball's up in the corner. And that's going to be the Shamrocks ball. So Paul Roche, only a junior for the Shamrocks. The bulk of the scoring, not only tonight, but in most of their games. Ooh, that's travel, yeah. So he walked into his into his pivot, and then he lifted that right foot. That first foot to move was the right foot, so that's an automatic travel. Good call by the trail official there. Nice jump stop for Westwood for Riley. Lots of hand checking going on. Oh, nice defense. Forced Campbell to try to get it up to Roche, and a little too strong on the pass. So Westwood trailing by 1, 6 minutes and 54 seconds to play. I mentioned the full second quarter, Westwood will be in the bonus. So look for them to take it hard to the hoop and try to draw some fouls. Again, lots of hand checks. They're letting them get away with it. Hand checks, hand checks. James McGowan for 3, and he knocks it down. 5 points for McGowan, and Westwood back in front by 2. So you wonder if they've scouted McGowan, only a freshman, but anybody who knows what James McGowan from Westwood knows that he's an absolute dead shooter. Westwood by 2, 16-14.
Good pass.
Oh, nice out fake. Nice take. He's going to draw Campbell, I believe, from behind. Oh, I take it back. That's they actually called a foul on number 13, Kevin DeChristopher, his first. That I thought that might have been Campbell's second. And as mentioned, Thomas Herbert goes to the line with a 1-on-1. First one is true. Westwood 1 for 1 from the line, that first trip. Thomas Herbert's first points of the game. Ooh, and Thomas Herbert deflected the ball over to Riley. So Herbert goes 1 for 2, but a part of that offensive rebound. So if you're going to miss a foul shot, you want to follow it up with a hustle play. So Matt Freeman, the coach of the Shamrocks, also a buddy of mine back in high school and college. Ooh, Reed off the backboard. Oh, and it's going to be a turnover. Oh, somehow that was number 11 for the Shamrocks who was able to save it. That's a tough foul to take when the offensive player just puts his head down and absolutely bowls into you. But I will give the lead official credit. He was right on top of it. So there must have been a grab. I think you absolutely bailed out the Shamrocks on that play. And that was Favor Waraboku's second foul. And that's going to be over the top. And that's going to be number 44, Matthew Carroll. That's going to be his second. And just like that, Nick Anderson will go back to the line, 1-1. Thought I missed something there, Ryan. We just shot 1-1, and the official was saying out of bounds under the basket. I thought I all of a sudden forgot the rules of basketball.
No, hopefully we can capitalize on this.
So Thomas Herbert, I stand corrected. I thought it was Nick Anderson who got fouled. And we cannot capitalize. So we are effectively 1 for 4 from the line, even though Herbert only got one of those two. That's Derek Knobloch. Not sure if there's any relation to Chuck. So there's a wraparound. If you look at the film there, number 44, Matthew Carroll. It's his third foul. He took his left arm and he hooked. And so Matt Freeman, a center back in his day for Bishop Feehan, giving Carroll some encouragement there. Owen Gaffney pulls it up. Came up a little bit short. Nice rebound for Feehan, number 4, Knobloch. Roach definitely showing quickness. So he's got a mismatch here on Ing. Nice hustle play. Somehow Campbell was able to get that ball off. It's a great shot, even though it didn't fall. Jack Turgeon. Nick Anderson comes to foul line, gets the ball, and dribbles off his knee. Roach going strong. And that's going to be a travel.
Good defense.
So I'm not sure if they call that a travel or out of bounds on the end line. Yeah. Thought it might have been a self pass. I don't know if that was a deflected ball. And they're going to call a foul on Owen Gaffney, an illegal screen. That's Gaff's first foul. Skip pass in the corner. Three-pointers on the way, and it is good. That's number 11, Luke Sullivan, with his first points of the game. Knocks the three down, and we're back where we started, 17 apiece.
Yeah, Westwood really needs to pick it up on the offensive end. Only 4 points.
Reed Wilson, well, you know what? You were born for this. Ryan David, you were born for this role. I'm not sure, actually, if any announcer has ever called for an offensive play more effective than a three-pointer plus the foul. So Reed Wilson knocks the three down. Reed Wilson now with 9 points, so we'll look to go into double digits here with his 4-point play. And not able to do it, so we'll have to wait for the next basket, next trip. Westwood by 3. Westwood now 1 for 5, I'm going to say, even though they only have been to the line 4 times. And that's going to be a foul. Oh, I'll tell you. So they got Turgeon, I believe, on that foul. Yeah, so they call Turgeon on that foul, and I'm gonna show my homer stripes here. On that play, you had number 15, Caleb Faria, and he was absolutely pushing from behind, and that's one of the things that the referee only saw the grab. Nice rebound by Nick Anderson, gets it out to Riley. Riley looking to push. Jack Turgeon with his own quickness goes by Roche. That's going to be Roche, I believe, his second foul. I take it back, it's first. So Westwood will now be in a double bonus from here on out. And Turgeon, the struggles from the line for Westwood continue. 1 for 5, although again, one of them was the front end of a 1-and-1, so they've effectively now knocked the second one down. They scored 2 points on 7 total points to be had. So 2:50 to play here in the first half. Westwood 21, Bishop Feehan 17. Nice defense by Westwood. Westwood in the zone. Three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark. Yeah, nice offensive rebound by number 4. That's Derek Knobloch. And the foul is number 3, Pat Riley. That's his first. And the 2 shots. The Shamrocks now in the bonus for the rest of the half. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Knobloch misses the first. Second one is good. Knobloch's first point of the game. And we're back to a 3-point game for Westwood, 21-18. James McGowan back in the game, running the point. They're going to calling a legal screen on Reed Wilson. And that's Wilson's first. And that will not count as a in the 1-and-1. It's an offensive foul. Patrick Riley, a little backflip there, unable to deflect it into one of his teammates' hands. Again, Westwood staying in the straight 2-3. Reed Wilson comes and secures the rebound. So I'll tell you, when you watch Roach, when you watch his dribbling, that's, again, a lot of contact there. When you watch Roach at the point, he's so quick with his hands. It's a turnover, Westwood. Easy basket for number 11. That is Sullivan. That's Sullivan's 5th point. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That's going to be a ton.
Yeah, Sullivan had a big game. Hit some big threes down the stretch when we played them at Feehan.
Yeah, so I was saying about Roach, when you watch his handle, he's so quick. It almost looks like there's a carry. It looks like his hand fully goes under the ball and he carries it over. But he's so quick, you almost don't know what you just saw. Oh, nice up and in.
Move.
Strong finish with the left by Herbert. It's going to be a nice hustle play by Westwood. It's going to stay with the Shamrocks. Roche thought he was fouled in the play. Yeah, so watch his dribble. I mean, it's almost like his hand is fully under the ball and it comes over. Not sure if they've called any carries on him. Nice hands by Riley up front. Three-pointer on the way, long three-pointer, knocks it down, and we're back to a tie score with under a minute to play here in the first half. That's the third three for Roach. Back tip by Foria. Turnover. Riley comes out of nowhere, saves the ball. Tavalone looking to push. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. And Westwood back to a three-point advantage. Nick Anderson with a corner three. Anderson now with 5 for the Wolverines. Knobloch. Over to Campbell. Foria. Foul is on Riley. So, I mean, are there 2 former Patriots children on the same Feehan team? Is that Christian Foria's son?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is.
So that's pretty impressive. So, I mean, from a stat point of view, they beat us in fathers being former Patriots. 2-0. Foria 2 for 2. So Caleb Foria with that length of his father. Three-pointer on the way, and it is off the mark. So after one half of basketball from Bader Gymnasium, Westwood with a 1-point advantage, 26-25. Quickly running down the scoring. Leading the Wolverines was Reed Wilson. He had 9. Nick Anderson had 5, as did James McGowan. Thomas Herbert with 3 points, and Pat Riley with 3. Jack Turgeon chipped in a single point from the foul line. Roach for the Shamrocks, had 12. Luke Sullivan, the senior captain, had 5. Kevin DeChristopher knocked a 3 down off the bench late in that first quarter. 2 apiece for Caleb Foria and Brendan Campbell. And chipping in 1 was Derek Knobloch. So now if Derek Knobloch is Chuck Knobloch's son, that would be amazing. Three dads, former pro athletes.
That would be.
But Westwood still with a 1-point advantage. So you can have all of your celebrity father status and we're up by 1. So we're going to give everybody a break from us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. And we're back. Westwood holding on to a 1-point advantage through one half of basketball here at Bader Gymnasium. And I'm Mike Gay along with Ryan David. A quick shout out before the start of the second half to Westwood Media Center for all of the great coverage that they provide for both Westwood sports, but also government programming and other community programming. It's a great resource. If you haven't been down to 15 Purwell Street, you're missing out. Go to the westwoodmediacenter.tv website for information on a great resource for all of Westwood. Also a quick shout out to Conlin Healthcare. They're sponsoring both the boys and girls basketball program this season. So Conlin Healthcare providing home health care, aides, companions, and nurses. They're located right next door to Chiara for those who enjoy fine dining here in Westwood. So the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan will start with the ball. And that's a quick hand check. It looked like that was Reed Wilson. And that's going to be Reed Wilson's second foul. First team foul here in the second half. Three-pointer on the way from Sullivan, and he knocks it down. Nice looking stroke from Sullivan, his second three-pointer of the game. Sullivan now with 7 for the Shamrocks, and they're back in front by 2, 28-26. And that foul is going to be on Roach. It's going to be Roach's second foul. First team foul here on the Shamrocks in the second half. So I was notified by Ryan David that I was calling James Tabalone in the first half. So I apologize to both players. Nice rebound by Nick Anderson. Puts it back for 2. Nick Anderson now with 7. Nice defense by Westwood in a straight man-to-man. Nice crossover by Foria. Skip pass. Sullivan goes in. Nice rebound. The back tip. Campbell comes up with it. Goes up strong. Whips it over to Foria. Foria off the glass. Scores 2. A little bit of a helter-skelter offense for the Shamrocks, but Foria gets his third point. Nice defense by Sullivan. Jack Turgeon just going up and grabbing the ball. Three-pointer on the way. Or that was a pass off the backboard. And Owen Gaffney was forced to shoot that up. Nice defense by Roach off the backboard, but that was a desperation shot. So 6:15 play in the third quarter. Feehan by 2. Westwood staying in the full court 100. Foria breaks the press. Skip pass, cross, all the way over to Roach. Nice hustle play by Owen Gaffney. Crosses over, goes right by Campbell. A nice take by Owen Gaffney, goes coast to coast, draws the foul. I believe that was Campbell, and that's going to be Campbell's second. So Owen Gaffney going strong to the hoop. So he had Thomas Herbert, who was trailing, but there were 2 defenders. So instead of trying to get fancy, go behind the back with a pass. And the woes from the foul line continue for the Wolverines. Instead of going behind the back, he went up strong, drew the foul. Owen Gaffney 1 of 2 from the line. It's tough when you go 1 of 2 from the line and you improve your overall team free throw shooting. Westwood now 3 of 7 from the free throw stripe and trails by 1. Foul's going to Nick Anderson. That's going to be Nick Anderson's first personal. Roach goes to the line for 2. And he misses. So Roach now 3 of 5 from the line. Let's get a violation on Foria. Nice left hand. Fourier, controls the rebound. Another strong drive by Roach to the hoop. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Pat Riley. And Owen Gaffney will come back in for Riley. First one is good. Second one is good. So for the most part, the Shamrocks lead by 3, and they've taken advantage of going to the free throw line where Westwood has struggled. So that's really the only difference in the game. Both teams very evenly matched. Westwood led by as many as 6. Yeah, well, actually, I'm not so sure about that travel because Gaffney received the ball, kind of fumbled it, and as he went to go, he regained possession and started to dribble. So Owen Gaffney dealing with a jammed pinky finger, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like Bishop Feehan just went into a 3-2 instead of a man on defense.
And Fourier steps on the line. James McGowan into the game, gets over to Reed Wilson. Reed Wilson tries to force the ball in there. That was, I'm not sure what he saw, but it looked like that was an ill-advised pass. Nice up and in by Roach. He scores 2, and Westwood down by 5. Need to stay close here. And I think that's exactly what Steve St. Martin's going to talk to them about. So, you take what the basketball gods give you, and, there's no sense in trying to force that ball into double or triple coverage. Just move the ball. To play in a zone, you got to move. You beat the zone with quick ball movement. Some penetration. So
I think that's one of the biggest things we struggled with this season.
Yeah,
ball movement, especially playing against the zone 2-3 or 3-2.
Yeah, so I overheard Steve St. Martin just saying 3-2. There's no mystery to it, right? So we work on this in practice all the time. So we shouldn't have to call timeout to effectively tell you what we're going to run, right? You see a 2-3-3-2, you automatically go into this offensive set.
Yep.
So again, a young team, Westwood with playing freshmen in James Tavalone, sophomores are out there getting meaningful minutes, juniors, seniors. So again, it's a little different than some of the teams we've seen in the past, where you've got the predominant of the players are juniors and seniors. Lots of underclassmen on this Westwood Wolverine team.
Yeah. Well, we also have 9 seniors, so next year the young guys will hopefully step up.
Well, they've got no choice, right? Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. A little bit of accidental offense. Nick Anderson gets the ball and lets it fly and knocks it down. Nick Anderson now with 10 points. Oh, nice block, Anderson. Gets it over to McGowan. Nice up and in. Great pass by Owen Gaffney. Finds Thomas Herbert down low. Thomas Herbert scores off the glass on the reverse.
Great ball movement.
Herbert now with 5. So Westwood back to a 34-34 tie. Nice ball, nice hands by Thomas Herbert. Campbell getting good inside position against Anderson. Nice up and in by Campbell. That was a strong, strong play. I do agree with what St. Martin said. I mean, it was a moving screen. It looked like on the far side, not sure if that was number 44, which is Carroll, or who it was, but they absolutely clearing out one of the Wolverines. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Owen Gaffney gets it back. Tavalone up and in under. Knocks it down.
McGowan with a nice three there.
You know, you're right. I have a tendency to call McGowan Tavalone. Thank you for correcting me. I told you. You can't let me flounder like that. So McGowan. Actually, no, they're both great shooters. Maybe that's the confusion.
Yes, they are.
So Westwood now with a 1-point advantage. Stoppage in play. That's Carroll with a bit of a scrape on the leg. And so in a case like that, you've got to take Carroll out, or you burn a timeout. And Matt Freeman, in his 17th season, says, you know what? Can't take him home with me. So go ahead and use one here. It's Freeman's first timeout called in the game. So Matt Freeman played on some amazing teams back in the early 90s. Those are the days when Feehan played Durfee High School and some really tough teams. And
opponents.
so, yeah, they were the Herons.
Yeah.
Chris and Chip or Skip. Excuse me, Skip was the coach back then down at Durfee, and with my uncle Peter Gay, we got to go down and do some of those games for the Attleboro television station at the time, and it was like going to a Syracuse. It was going to like the Carrier Dome. They high flying dunks and
yes, the Heron brothers had a lot of. They were very popular.
They were gods down at Fall River. Trap in the trap. It's McGowan. He's able to save it. Great hustle play by Westwood. Skips it over to Anderson. Owen Gaffney goes in, and he scores. Oh, I thought he was going to give him the continuation, but this is not the NBA, says the lead official. The foul is on number 5 for Feehan. That is Benjamin Pichette. That's Pichette's second. Nice penetration by Gaffney.
Yeah, Westwood's really stepping up on the offensive side.
Get it into Anderson over Campbell. Campbell playing tough defense. That's annoying defense right there. He's all over Anderson. And a little too strong on the pass. Reed Wilson unable to control it. Roach try to reset things. The Shamrocks looking to regain the lead here. Down to 12 to shoot. Fourier knocks it down, and the Shamrocks back in front by 1, excuse me. Fourier now with 5 points for the Shamrocks. Reed Wilson.
Looks like he got hit on the shot, but
no call. That's okay. You can be a homer. You can be a homer up here, Ryan. It's okay. It's like, channel your Johnny Most if you know who Johnny Most is.
Unfortunately, I do not.
That's a carry. See, so I called it. I called it, Ryan. Constant carrying by Roach. Matt Freeman, you gotta love him. He's saying, yeah, I know, but it is. I know you don't think it is, but it is. So McGowan, nice handle, goes right by him. Down low to Ing. Ing goes up high. That's going to be Westwood ball. So Fevar Waraboku and Ing trying to corral that rebound. It was off of Carroll. Westwood will keep possession. Westwood trailing by 1 with 1:03 here in the third quarter. Owen Gaffney gets it in the corner. Nice handoff. Looked like might have been a walk, but no call. Roach up high. Three-pointer. That's going to be a foul on number 5, I believe. That's Benjamin Pichette. That's going to be 3 on Pichette. Pichette, the 6-foot senior. Didn't quite see the foul there, but no complaint from the Shamrocks. So 51 to play, Westwood trailing by 1 in a much-needed battle for a 5th win for the Wolverines or a 7th win for the Shamrocks. Ooh, lots of nice play by Gaffney. Gaffney comes up, Thomas Herbert right up and in, and he scores 2. Great offensive rebound by Herbert, puts it back up and in. Herbert now with 7, and Westwood back in front by 1. 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The Shamrocks are going to settle for the last shot. Waraboku, defense out. Oh, up and in, and I'll tell you, another back-breaking shot by the Shamrocks right at the buzzer, and that was number 44 Carroll with his first basket of the game. The 6'4" junior got the rebound, was able to put it back up and in. And you heard Steve St. Martin saying carry again on Roach. He's so quick, but his hand is clearly under the ball to gain a competitive advantage. Brings the ball over. It's a carry. So those are times when it's in the third quarter where as a coach you're trying to wear down the official, make sure they understand that you think it's a carry, so that you're hoping to buy one late in the game.
Yeah, well, right or wrong, the officials always win.
Yeah, there's 2 guys' opinions in this gym that matter, and they're the ones wearing the zebra stripes. Ever have any desire to be a coach at some point?
For my senior independent project, I'm actually coaching Spartans, the Westwood-based AAU team in the spring. But other than that, I don't really know if I would destined to be a coach. But
so how have you enjoyed being a coach for the Spartans?
Oh, it hasn't started. It's in the spring.
Oh, okay, spring. Oh, sorry. So have you had coaching meetings? I mean, a lot of expectations set for you?
No, not yet. I've coached summer leagues in the Cape, and nothing just really organized yet.
So Westwood trailing by 1 as we enter the 4th. They took a 1-point advantage into the half and came up empty on that last shot by Carroll. Dribble handoff up top. Anderson. He'll take what they give him. It's off the mark.
Good hustle by Herbert.
Yeah, so St. Martin, on that play, you had defensive, or Westwood going back in a defensive position when the ball was still nice. That's going to be a jump ball. The ball will go over to Westwood. Take it back. It'll stay with Feehan. So possession arrow will go over to Westwood.
Watch the ball go to 11.
Get it back into Roach. Sullivan up top. Sullivan knocked down a couple of threes in that first half, and from what you were telling me, he nailed some daggers in that last game. And somehow Brewski, I'm sorry, that's Knobloch, knocks a 3 down right at the buzzer of the shot clock. 4 points now for Knobloch. Westwood trails by 4. Three-pointer on the way. McGowan, a rare miss from downtown. Again, Westwood needs to keep this close. Again, it looks like there's another carry by Roach. Another three-pointer on the way from Knobloch, off the mark. Going the other way, it's Fourier. Unless I got Carroll. Yeah, it's Fourier, so that's going to be Fourier's second. Oh, I take it back, that's, I missed one. That's Caleb Fourier's third personal. So 5 team fouls for the Shamrocks, only 3 for Westwood. Thomas Herbert down low, gets back out to Riley. Over this side, Anderson. Oh, nice backdoor cut.
Pass.
And they'll score it. Another foul on Caleb Fourier. That's going to be 4 for him. Great look by Anderson. Pat Riley with his 5th point will go to the line to try to cut the lead in half. Campbell will come in and replace Fourier.
Westwood doing a good job of getting the Bishop Feehan bigs in foul trouble. Hopefully that will pay dividends in the final minutes.
Off the mark. It's going to stay with Westwood, so that's going to be a foul on Sullivan. Oh, I take it back. It's Carroll. I cannot see. The older you get, by the way, that's 4 on Carroll. The older you get, the harder it is to see, by the way, Ryan. You hit mid-40s. That's the time. I fell off a cliff. All of a sudden, you're squinting. You got, you know, your arms can't possibly be long enough when you're looking at a menu. It's terrible. And many of the viewers at home know exactly what I'm talking about. Nick Anderson knocks the first down of 1-1. Again, those are big. You know, when you go to the line for 1-1, you gotta convert that first free throw. So Westwood down by 1. Anderson looking to even it up. And he does. So 43 apiece with 6:06 to play. Timeout, I believe that was Steve St. Martin. So with 6 minutes and 6 seconds to play, we're going to start a brand new basketball game. Not really, actually, because there's fouls included, and you know, Westwood in the bonus at this point. So only 3 team fouls for Westwood. So advantage goes to Westwood if they can knock down their free throws.
Another category Westwood has had trouble with free throws this season. Hopefully we can hit them this time.
Yeah. So you look at season stats, and Nick Anderson just knocked a couple of free throws down, improving on what was a 53% free throw percentage season to date. Owen Gaffney at 43%, Thomas Herbert at 79, Cam Markowski at 75, James McGowan at 88, the highest free throw percentage for the team. Jonathan Ng at 70%. You got, let's see, Jack Turgeon at 61%, Reed Wilson at 46%. So, you know, again, Reed is a much better shooter, and so is, you know, Nick Anderson. So they just, you know, whether it's the pace of the game or whatever, they just haven't been able to convert.
Uncharacteristic of them.
But I'll tell you, I'm going to call it right now. Westwood down the stretch is going to win this game at the foul line.
I hope so.
You heard it here, and you heard it first. So Gaffney will defend Roach. Again, Westwood staying in a straight man-to-man. Sullivan, James McGowan, and that's going to be a reach on Anderson. So just recently into the game for Feehan is number 22. Haven't called his name. That's Matthew Aiken. 6'4" sophomore. Getting playing time like you called it, Ryan, because of the bigs. The bigs for the Shamrocks. Three-pointer Sullivan knocks another backbreaker down from the corner. Feehan back ahead by 3. So you got to get the ball to Herbert here. You got a sophomore or you take it yourself.
Good
Nice,
take.
Nice take, unable to convert. Oh, and I'll take great defense. Great defense by McGowan. Just took the ball right away from Roach.
It's just a play, 5-on-4. Got to capitalize there.
Possible development here. Paul Roach with looks like maybe a turned ankle or some sort of cramp. He comes out of the game, and number 13 is going to replace him, Kevin DeChristopher. So, you know, if Roach is not able to get back into this game, huge blow to the Shamrocks. He's clearly been the leader on the court, although certainly Sullivan's knocked down some big threes. Knobloch knocked down a three. Got great contributions across the board from the Shamrocks. So 5:13 to play. It's going to be a timeout. Matt Freeman and the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. Again, you wonder if he's calling timeout there to give Roach a little bit of time.
Yeah, it looks just like a good cramp.
So how'd you do in your mid-year exams? Do you know yet, or are you still waiting to hear?
Still waiting to hear from a few classes, but I only had school Monday, so it was kind of a fantastic week.
And by fantastic, you mean you had so much extra time to study? Was that what you meant by fantastic?
Sure.
Yes. See, I'll tell you, that's what the Westwood youth. It's all about the books, all about how can they improve themselves academically. So, hats off to you, Ryan David.
Thank you.
So Westwood ball down 3, 17 to shoot.
Looking for Nick Anderson to get a touch here.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Oh, and that's going to be great hustle play by Reed Wilson. Not sure which one of the bench players took it off the nose, but it deflected right into one of the Wolverines bench players. Gaffney up top. Herbert dribble handoff to Gaffney. Back to inside to Anderson. Looking to take him. Yeah, good call. Reed Wilson dropped the shoulder, extended the forearm. Easy call for the official. It's going to be Reed Wilson's second foul. Oh, I'm sorry, third. It's 3 on Reed. So Westwood trailing by 3.
Westwood needs to stop here.
4 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Nice defense by Westwood. Somehow, Campbell, I thought, had a great look at that, just unable to convert. Similar to a couple of Westwood misses in the first half. Lots of contact. I mean, they're just an absolute mugging going on here. Foul is on number 22. That's Matthew Aiken. That's his first personal. It'll be 1-1. So, again, this is it. You gotta win the game. Do not prove me to be incompetent with my statement. In Owen Gaffney, I trust. And see, I am rewarded for my trust. Owen Gaffney knocks the first one down. So I take credit for all of Owen's makes from the free throw line, and I blame Mark Jessup for the misses on that one. So both Mark Jessup and I coached Owen in travel basketball. A nice take all the way to the hoop for Knobloch. Foul is on number 32, Thomas Herbert. That's his first. Knobloch will go to the line. So Westwood trailing by 2. Knobloch 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ooh, gets the roll. Now 2 of 3, Knobloch with 5 points. Second one is good. So Westwood now trailing by 4. 44-48. nice hands by Aiken. Looked like Nick Anderson got a knee to his thigh and came up with a bit of a Charlie horse there. So 4:03 to play. Westwood trails by 4, excuse me. Nick Anderson pulls it up. Tips it over. Anderson will take it again. 3-pointer on the way. Misses it again. Another offensive rebound. Reed Wilson from the corner. And that one's off the mark. And finally, Sullivan corrals it for the Shamrocks. So look for Feehan to try to take a little air out of the ball here and go deep into the shot clock with a 4-point advantage. Sullivan, 3-pointer on the way. Off the mark. And that's going to be off of, looks like Knobloch, and it's going to be Westwood ball. That was close.
Westwood needs a basket here.
I wouldn't go as far as to say they need one. They want one. They definitely want one. Okay, it's going to be a reach out front. That's going to be 9 fouls on the Shamrocks, so another 1-and-1. Fouls on number 22. That's Aiken. That's Aiken's second foul. Aiken forced into action, the sophomore, and that's due to 4 fouls by Carroll. Owen Gaffney, takes it strong to the hoop, and that's going to be a foul. Yeah, good hustle foul, but he got kneed on the head. So that is a, let's see if Owen's okay. Yeah, it's good hustle play by Owen Gaffney, but he got hit pretty hard. So that's 7 fouls on Westwood. So it'll be Feehan going to the line. Thomas Herbert now 1 for 4 from the line, but again that was the front end of a 1-and-1. So he's missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1. So that again very very costly for Westwood. Going to be timeout Westwood. So again, 3 minutes and 2 seconds to play. Westwood trailing by 4. Who missed the free throws? The free throw, the front end. Was that Knobloch, number 4?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so Knobloch now 3 of 5 from the line, and marked advantage for Feehan from the line. They've gone 9 of 14 from the line is Feehan. While Westwood is 5 of 13. So, again, if you're Westwood, you just got to continue to cut to the hoop, to play aggressive basketball. You get to that line, slow everything down, go through your routine, and yeah. So there's definitely been a few games that from a foul. Yeah, again, you don't win or lose a game from the foul line, but they've really shot themselves in the foot with some free throws, and they don't call them free for nothing. There's nobody defending you.
Yeah, that's one thing we work a lot on in practice as well.
So Fourier will be back into the game for Feehan. Looks like a straight 5-out offense for Westwood. 7 to shoot. Nick Anderson falls away. Nice box by Carroll, who's back into the game. So Carroll back into the game with 4 fouls. Matt Freeman had to take him out after getting the 4th, but you got just under 3 minutes to play. You got to go strong. I believe that is a terrible call. We'll take it because we're homers here, but that was clearly off of I want to say that was off of one of the Westwood players' foot.
I didn't get the best look at it, but I'll take the call.
Yeah. Well, Matt Freeman was right on top of it. So, but again, we'll take it. And that's going to be a foul on number 4 on Knobloch, and that's just a silly foul. That's Knobloch. Let's see, that's his first, and it's going to send Reed Wilson to the line for 2.
Big free throws here.
So again, you mentioned, I should say I mentioned that he'll go to the line for 2. They're in the double bonus. Reed Wilson, unfortunately, comes up empty. So I'm falling short on my prediction here. Reed Wilson, far too good of a shooter to struggle from the free throw line. 1 of 3 so far for Reed. Second one is good. So Westwood trailing by 3 in the full court, man-to-man. So Roach back into the game. They worked out the kinks. Looked like he had a Charlie horse or some sort of cramp. Campbell gets the ball. Campbell loses it. 14 to shoot. Sullivan gets the ball into Campbell, and that's going to be white ball. So Westwood will stay on defense. The Shamrocks retain possession. 1:48 to play. Westwood trailing by 3. And I'll tell you, it's tough when you get beat on a great play. It's really hard when you get beat because you fell asleep.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to say that was one player, but obviously Nick Anderson came back into the play and picked up the foul. Huge play by Campbell. Campbell knocks it down. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. And just like that, Westwood trailing by 6. Biggest lead of the game for the Shamrocks.
Now Westwood needs a bucket.
Yeah, now they do. Reed Wilson, 3-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Carroll had the ball, and tough break for Westwood. Nice open look for Reed Wilson. Well, Fourier hangs in the lane, and it's an 8-point advantage. So Westwood desperately needs a bucket on this trip. And Sullivan comes up with a big rebound. And yeah, unfortunately Westwood forced a foul. 52.8 to play, down by 8. Patrick Riley picks up his 4th foul.
This is exactly how the last game went. It was close, and then we slept on a few plays, and Bishop Feehan capitalized.
Sullivan knocks down the free throw. And again, the foul shooting woes continue to hurt Westwood. And some things that they could do. Sullivan knocks the second one down. That defensive play, the out of bounds play. You do a great job. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and you get beat by a backdoor cut. That was tough, and some good looks. Westwood just unable to knock down the open shots. I can't say that their offense has failed to get them good looks. They just sometimes you fail to knock them down. Last game against Norton, Nick Anderson knocked a late 3 to send it into overtime, and then they won. And so sometimes they go down for you, and sometimes they don't.
Yep.
This game's not over yet, by the way. 10-point game, 52.8 to play. So Steve St. Martin drawing up, I'm sure, a quick hit. You don't necessarily need to go for 3. Obviously, if it presents itself and it's wide open, you take it. You got to stay aggressive, stay in a full court man-to-man. So Feehan looking to improve to 7-5. Westwood desperately trying to cling to cling to an MIAA playoff berth. They got to get to 10 wins. Currently at 4-8. So Joey Newen in for Westwood. Joey Newen, one of their better shooters. Carroll comes up big comes up big, foul on Herbert. And that's going to be Herbert's second foul. Both teams in the double bonus. Carroll with the, I would say the shooter's touch, but that touched every part of the rim, the top of the backboard. I was going to say, if he could do it again, that was impressive. But Carroll goes 1 of 2 from the line. So it looks like Westwood, unfortunately, is going to run out of time here, trailing by 11. Reed Wilson, three-pointer on the way. Off the mark, Carroll with another rebound. And unfortunately, again, Westwood pulls off the Dogs, no fouls. Westwood will drop to 4-9, a heartbreaking loss. The Shamrocks will go to 7-5.
Yeah, well-fought game. Just Bishop Feehan got the best of us once again.
Yeah, and again, both your tie score with 4 or 5 minutes to play, and just unable to execute down the stretch. Again, want to give a shout out to Westwood Media Center for all they do, to Conlon Healthcare for their sponsorship of both the boys and girls basketball program. Also to the coaches, Steve St. Martin and the coaching staff here of the boys does a phenomenal job. They work with Westwood Media Center and with youth basketball, and so it's unfortunate when you see you lose a tough game like this. I mean, they put so much into it, but they will rebound, and they'll be back at it this Friday night. So thank you, Ryan David, for joining me in the high atop the
thank you for the
Gymnasium
opportunity.
gym. And good luck with your second half of your senior year and all that lies ahead.
Thank you. I'll see you Friday.
And we'll see you next time.